Hi everyone, welcome. How's everybody doing? So nice to see you all. How's everybody's? Today's hump day, right? Today's Wednesday. I forgot it was Wednesday. I opened my Instagram and John Summit, the DJ, posted a new song. He was like, "Today's hump day," and I was like, "Today's Wednesday?" Completely don't know what day of the week it was. To me, I was still thinking it was Tuesday or Monday. So. Happy hump day, everybody. Oh, hello, Brianne. How are you, sweetheart? I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for making this live. As always, I appreciate you so much. Hi, Dee Dee. Same thing. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Let's get into this reading. First, I want to know how your week has been. How's everybody's week been? I've had a very productive week, but it's cold again in Miami. I don't know what is going on, but I'm not happy about it. I know I feel kind of like a brat because in the other parts of the country it's extremely cold, and in Miami it's like 40s, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I was supposed to have my maintenance come today, and I was like, listen, I had to postpone because it's too cold. I didn't want to get out of bed. So I ended up finally getting out of bed. And then I worked out and I coded. And now I'm here with all of you guys. So I'm so happy to have you guys. How's your day been? Is everybody staying warm? I saw it's like 20 something degrees in North Carolina, Brianne. So I don't know how you're dealing with everything. But as you know, the cold is not for me at all. That's why I don't live in New York anymore. I remember the cold was supposed to. I give you props. I remember what year was this, and I was just so over New York, living in the cold. I love New York. I love New York, but it's too cold. And I remember one time, this was I think 10 years ago. Yeah, it was 10 years ago. But I almost had a meltdown. I was like, I just don't know how much more of this I can take. And then I left the next year. So I've been gone for almost 10 years out of New York. I still go back. I'm going to go back probably this year at some point. Anyways, let's get into it. Dee Dee, how's your week been? I'd love to hear from you. And anybody else who wants to join? I see there's lots of people joining the live. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Please don't forget to like. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have the YouTube button next to your name. Also, if you want to support the channel, I have 2 memberships available. I've seen some new members, so thank you everybody for joining. I'm really grateful. Last announcement, I have a very exciting app coming out. It's called Eat Out Healthy. I have celiac disease. I was diagnosed last year. Crazy that I was diagnosed after so many years of feeling kind of sluggish when I ate gluten. I knew that about myself. I just didn't realize that I had celiac disease because it gives you rashes. I used to get rashes, brain fog. So I came up with an app that matches you with restaurants or cafes or like juice places that can cater to your dietary needs. Because there's nothing worse. I think it's very embarrassing if you have an allergy. Like I know someone has an allergy and going out to eat and telling the person you have a nut allergy and then being like, oh, you don't have that, so it's, well, we can't cater to you and have to leave, something like that, you know? So it's nice to kind of, instead of having to research places, this app filters out places and restaurants that meet your dietary needs. So I'm really excited about this. Coming up very soon. I just did my LLC, do my paperwork, which is not easy. At least I've done the app paperwork for it. I'm just waiting for the Florida paperwork. I have eczema. It's not fun. Yeah, me too. I also have eczema, so I understand. You know what's the worst? I have eczema in my ears sometimes, and I have to buy special cream to put in my ears because my ears get so itchy. I think you guys might have seen me on a live going like this or like because my ears are so itchy. And it only started really when I moved to LA because it was so dry. That's why I have to live in humid areas. So I relate, Brianne, I'm sorry they have to go through that. Especially during winter, eczema sucks. Sucks. So I'm sorry about that. Really sorry. What do you do for your eczema? Because I just use special creams. And sometimes they help. I need to get the new cream for my ears, but wow, wow, it's really my ears that they get so itchy. I get yeah. I used to when I was young. When I was a kid, I used to have eczema on my elbows. My elbows used to be like, I think you can still see some scars, but I used to scratch my elbows. So I feel for you, girl. I'm rooting for you. I feel for you, and I hope you have a solution. Especially during the cold, it's no fun. It's not fun to be itchy, you know. It's just like the worst. So, anyways, let's get into this reading today. Unless anybody has anything else to say, I'm gonna start off with just mentioning why. Ooh, let's go on my computer. I keep telling you guys this. I need to buy a new Mac, and now I did my taxes, and when I get money back, I'm so excited. And so I will probably buy a new computer for these lives. Thank God, a new Mac, because I only do Mac. Sorry, Pete. Sorry, all you Microsoft people. I only do Mac. Mac and Apple. I recently got the prequel Barry Therapy Cream that my friend bought for me for Christmas. Oh, does that work well? I've gotten, see, for my body, I use moisturizing. I used to get on my body, but I use moisturizing, what's it called? Creams and like body wash, because when I get too dry, I get it again. But it takes like a week to fully develop the eczema if I haven't used the products. But it's my ears, so I have to use like a cortisone. It's just like horrible. It's genetic. It's horrible. But it never happened until I was like, I thought I had like perimenopause, and my doctor's like, no, you have eczema. So he gave me the cortisone cream, but because I've had eczema since I was a kid. I'm sure you have too, Brianne. I remember actually when I was a kid, I used to swim, right? And when I would get out the pool, I would scratch my ears. But I have like a bunch of piercings. I can't scratch my ears right now. It's not gonna come out. Yes, it does. And I made barrier. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, so I remember when I was a kid, when I used to swim, I just scratched my ears. And I used to give myself ear infections because I was scratching my ears so much. So, anyways, that aside, I feel for you, Brianne. That's what I'm saying. I really, really feel, and I hope it works out, the cream you're using. Yeah, so I recently, apparently all of you are really into Johnny Depp videos. Honestly, last week I left a little disappointed. I left a little kind of feeling down. I don't know why this week. Maybe it's the cold. I've been feeling kind of down. I don't know what it is. Not like down, but just like, I don't know what it is. I think it's the cold. I get really in a funk. But after that last live, I was like, oh, I'm kind of disappointed in the whole. Anyways, I don't want to judge people, but it was just like, I felt disappointed about the whole thing. Not that I really care. It's just, when you root for somebody, I suppose you can't control people. And seeing those pictures. But anyways, my judgment aside, it's not my life. I wanted to do, because a lot of you have been asking me to keep up with this Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation. And I've been covering them for years now. I think they were my third video on Instagram. I got a lot of views on it. It went almost viral. And then somebody actually reached out to me and asked me to start a YouTube channel. It was after a video I'd done about them. And I had predicted that he was going to take her to court. I predicted that he was going to win. I predicted almost 100%, almost like 99.999% of everything that's going to happen. And I said he's going to win. People like, no, he's not going to win. There's no way he can win. But I said he's going to win. And he did. I'm very happy for him. I just had judgment last week when I was looking at the whole Julia thing. And if you guys were here the last live, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, I just don't understand why some people insist. I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. I forgot what happened with that video that I did anyways about it. But when I saw the pictures of them together, I was just like, Johnny, come on. And I just feel like sometimes men can really be blind. I watched that video when you said that. Oh, which video? Please tell me. I'm drinking my tea, guys, to keep my throat, so I don't get sick again. So I'm just letting you know. Which video? I'm curious. Do you have to say? Anyway, so I was I think that kind of put me in like I don't know. I get very sentimental with certain topics and people and I need to not be like that, but it's part being an empath, And I was just like, he came so far. Why is he ruining? And this was a while ago. I don't even care. But it's just like I hope he breaks the cycle. And I also kind of got down when I saw that he's going to invite Amber back into his life. One of those readings I did, and I was like, I don't know if I want to continue doing these Johnny Depp readings because it kind of got me down. I was like, you have so much ahead of you. Why are you falling? But let me not judge. There's something I have to work on. Is that it's not my life. When you predicted that Johnny, oh, you went back and watched it. I know it was so different. I watched it too. Sometimes I go back. I do the same thing. I go back and I watch predictions that I've done. And I watched it like a year ago and I was like so embarrassed. I look so different. And I was this is the story. Let me tell you guys really quickly. I used to live in this house and I had this roommate that was like a psycho. I don't know if you guys have watched the Aaron Taylor Johnson videos I've done of him and Sam Taylor Johnson, and I say how his wife reminds me of a roommate that I used to have. That's the roommate. She was, after living with her, I was like, I do not want any more roommates ever again. I cannot live with people unless it's my spouse, unless it's family, like family that I get along with. I cannot live with people like that. I can't live with roommates. I'm done with that. I can afford to live alone, and that's it. So I used to actually more have roommates because I've been able to live alone for quite some time. But I still have roommates for like comfort. But after her, because in New York I had so many great roommate experiences. But she was so she would complain if I was talking because it was like a tile house. Actually, I walked past the house the other day because it's not far from where I live. Um, and it was beautiful house, absolutely stunning house. And I had the middle room, so she used to complain that she could hear me in the living room. Meanwhile, she would make so much noise. I had to get like a buffer, and I just felt so uncomfortable living with her there. But thank God I moved. But anyway, so that's why the aesthetic's different. I look like I'm not really comfortable because I wasn't really comfortable. This is funny. I'm so glad that I'm out of that situation and never have to see her ever again. So yeah, it's just funny watching that and looking back and being like, oh my god, like my hair was a mess. I cannot believe it. But let me not be judgmental about my past self. So let's get into the reading in case unless anybody wants to talk about it. I did predict that Amber Heard was going to appear again. The last video that I did of her, I saw her kind of. Oh, hi, Shuki. How are you? So nice to see you. I'm so glad you made it from Tunisia. The last video that I did of her, I said that she's going to be like, Cinderella. Is that Cinderella? No, it's Snow White. Snow White's evil stepmother. That's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And then the mirror points to the Empress. So she's no longer the prettiest, she's no longer, but she's going to be throughout. She's going to, every time Johnny comes out, she's going to counteract that with something else. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad. But she won't be able to admit defeat. So I want to show you guys something. This is what kind of inspired. I was watching Popcorn Planet because I've been watching him again a lot. I've had time. And she has a documentary out. Let's see. Hold on, let me find a better. Okay. And I predicted. Go back and watch the Amber Heard thing I did, a video I did. The recent one, and there was another one before that. I said she's going to have this come out and say she was a victim. So let's see. Amber Heard has made an appearance, a new documentary premiering at the Sundance. The lawsuits. Just silence woman speaking out about abuse. Okay, so this is what I saw, guys. It's very important what I saw. I sit with her in my thing. They run the live. I'll come back to it because it makes the internet all wonky. Um, I saw that her response to him speaking out and being happy is speaking, right? And saying that he did all these things. So, in a way to kind of combat it, he's going to try to make peace with her. And I have said when he does that, it's going to be a no, no. It's going to be very bad for his relationship. Extremely bad. I think he's been able to make friends with exes. That's why I don't have exes in my life, honestly. I have no exes in my life. Even though I wish them well, some of them are wonderful people, some of them I'd rather never see them ever again. But exes have no, and it's going to have a huge effect on his relationship. I'm telling you, the Empress is not going to be happy. Amber really eye roll. 5 eye rolls. I know. I know. I tell you guys this story all the time, but I remember when I first heard the story and I was like, this sounds like the most bogus claims I've ever in my, and I've never been a Johnny Depp fan. I just want to keep it real with you guys. Even when I've thought about kind of like watching some of his movies in like what's the word? What's the word? In support, but there's another word in support of him and his career. I can't bring myself to do it because I don't like to be fake, you know. I don't like to force myself. Justin Baldoni, I read his book. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I planned on watching his movie, but I was like, I don't want to see this. It doesn't look like a movie I would like. So I ended up seeing it. So I've never been a Johnny Depp fan, okay? Ever, ever, ever. My sister was a hardcore Johnny Depp fan. She was obsessed with him and she really, really liked a lot of his movies. In fact, that's how I used to end up watching some of his movies. And Edward Scissorhands, I watched with my sister first time, and we were like, the whole family was like, I cried my eyes out. And that's the only reason I've ever. And I watched that other one, Murder on the Nile, because I love Agatha Christie. She's my favorite author of all time. I love Agatha Christie. So I forgot that I watched that movie recently. It came out like almost 10 years ago. I cannot believe it was 10 years ago. Crazy. And the one with Penelope Cruz. So I've watched some of his movies. I'm not a fan though. I've never been a fan. So for me to defend him, I was just like, I just believe in what is fair. I don't believe in any of this like because I like somebody, I don't think they can do wrong, or because I don't like somebody, I don't think they can do right. You know, it's I like to be fair as can be. And when I heard the story, I was just like, this sounds like complete BS. And I say this, I had an argument with my former colleague. In fact, she was like calling me all names. She called me misogynist, male, pick me, all that kind of stuff because I was like, I don't care what you think about me. I don't agree. I think she's lying. So, yeah, she really does. She's a piece of work. My God. But she gets away with it. And I really, part of it is looks, but a part of it is I think some men, and I really am hoping Johnny works on this in himself. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that it would help him out to do so, is to focus on becoming a stronger person and not needing female validation. And I saw that, I don't want to get too much into it, but my dad is very much like that. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't like talking about my family online. But I saw with my dad how women could like pull at his heartstrings and he would believe it, you know? And I see that would sometimes happen with men and they get very weak for the woman that they're in love with, even if the woman is a biatch. So, just saying. So let's continue. I'm going to continue reading this thing and then we'll get back to the reading. By the way, I have to leave in like 30 minutes or so because I do need to take a bath and go to sleep. I haven't been sleeping that well lately because I've been going to bed way too late. By the time I go to bed, I'm like wired. So I need to stop that. Okay, let me share screen. Then we'll go through astro charts and everything else. So, silenced playing. Oh, it's called Silenced. Playing. The film is about accused men by science playing the world cinema category at the festival. Follows numerous women who were impeded. So that's hers, the actor. I heard about it. I didn't realize that was hers. This is not about me. I have lost my ability to speak. I'm not here to tell my story. I don't want to tell my story. In fact, I don't want to use my voice anymore. That's the problem. Heard is joined in the film by Brittany Higgins, a political staffer who brought that word, allegation against a colleague. I mean, this is just, come on. This is just too much. I did say that, you know who's going to do something like this? Blake. Blake is going to do something like this too. Just watch. I predicted that about her too. Well, anyways, I won't give her too much attention. But I did say she was going to come out. And I said that in the end, if he accepts her back into his life, it's going to be dismal. Absolutely dismal for him. And he's going to... That's why I kind of got disappointed last live. I won't even lie. Because I'm just like, eyes. I want you guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like these guys. But yeah, so I predicted that she would come back, and every time, like with Maleficent, she would say, "Who's the fairest of them all?" And then she'd see the Empress, and the Empress would be very, like Snow White, like easy, jovial, happy. Um, and she would be like mad, like really vengeful. So let's look at the charts. Again, I'm going to start with Amber's chart. So she was born in Austin, Texas, 1986, April 22nd. I believe that's Gigi Hadid's birthday too, right? Amber Laura Heard, born 1986, blah, 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 is an American actress and model. Heard made her film. I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying not to be rude. I'm just going to read it for fact. Sun in Taurus, Moon in Libra, no rising. I think her rising is like Aries. Mercury in Aries, Venus in Taurus. Interesting. Mars in Capricorn. Interesting that her Venus is also in Taurus. I believe his is in Taurus too, correct? Let's look at his. Okay, Kentucky. Yeah, he doesn't really have a southern accent, I feel like. I wonder if those of you have followed him when he was younger, if he had a southern accent when he was younger. Sun in Gemini, Moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Taurus. You see Venus in Taurus and rising in Leo. Mars in Virgo. Interesting. So, very, very interesting. I feel as though with the chart, she's going to always want to have a hold over him. It could be years later, and she's still like, I don't even understand why, because her ex-wife moved on, right? Her ex-wife is married, and but I do know why, because it's his rising in Leo. She can't stand that. That's why I feel like she has a rising in Aries, because there's always like a rivalry between Aries and Leo. And he's always going to be the center of attention. And that's rising in Leo. They tend to be the center of attention. And she can't stand that. She can't stand that. She wants She wants to bring him down. So I'm going to pull some cards. Let me pull some Palo Santo. You guys are so quiet. What do you all think? I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm going to pull current energy. I got a new deck, by the way. It's called Galactic Tarot. What's it called? Galactic Star Tarot. Let's see. So the current energy. High Priestess, Ace of Cups, and the Empress. So she knows, Amber knows there's an Empress around. She's trying to make herself into the Empress. Wow. I think that she might have seen readings about the Empress, stuff like that. She's trying to make herself seem like humble, and she's playing an act. Wow. Like, oh, I've lost the right to my voice. Like Maleficent. Maleficent is shady and like makes Snow White eat that apple. Before she makes her eat the apple, she comes to Snow White like, I did you so wrong. I'm so sorry. She's not even gonna say sorry. She's going to just act like I lost, like what the article said, I lost my ability to speak, which is very conniving. A toxic, codependent relationship that I would not want to be in. I know. Unfortunately, a lot of us have been in situations like that. That is not, no, it's not good. It's not good. She's going to she's going to start to do, somebody said she was doing, who was in that? Because I watched that one video. Was that in that video? Where she's like she delivers babies to different in El Salvador. She's in El Salvador. So something like that. But anyway, so she's going to act like she's changed, but she hasn't. She's even going to dress differently. Let's see how Johnny will respond to this. Because he's a very forgiving person, but I think he's very naive sometimes. No, he sees what she's doing, but I don't know. It's slippery water. Let me tell you that. Is that the terminology? He's going to try to manage her, which he did try to do before. And I said this in the last reading I did of them, is that whenever somebody's touched his heart, he feels like, I wanted to save you, and maybe I still can. I don't think he even realizes he's doing it, but because he's very generous, he's very caring, he's very compassionate, he has difficulty with boundaries. I have said that before. Page of Wands, Three of Swords, and Temperance. He's going to, I think in a way, and I said this before, this is good, but it also allows people access back into your life that don't deserve it. He forgives easily. But because he does, people like Amber know that, and they're waiting at another chance to get back into his life. They are. Run, Johnny, run. I know. So she's putting on this act. This act is partially for him. Like, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So what is the outcome? I did say that I see her trying to come back. He's going to feel burdened because he's an empath. He feels burdened, sometimes overburdened by things that aren't his problem. And he's going to feel burdened by her. People are going to try to talk to her to him on her behalf. Maybe mutual friends they had, and say, just come out, make a statement. Might even be her dad. Her dad might even reach out to him and say, just make a statement, please, to defend her. You know, she's being attacked. She's being this, and he might even do it. Johnny, why? He might even do it. The Hangman, death, 3 and 1. That it's been killing. This person who's in the middle is going to say, you know, she didn't mean to do it. This person's going to gaslight him and his experience and say, you know, she didn't really know what she was doing. She was young. You know, she was young. Now she knows better because she's been able to fool this person, but she won't be able to fool the world. I'm telling you, if he lets her back in, his happiness will be gone. His happiness will be gone. And by the looks of it, the way he was with that Julia woman, I wouldn't be surprised if he does, honestly. I really wouldn't be. And it's not my life, you do you, but just saying. Just saying. It's very sad, honestly, to put somebody to go through all of that. I hope he doesn't know about it. Looks like he's going to. Looks like he's going to. I wonder if I didn't exes live about him with other exes. He's just he loves very deeply. And I can relate to this. I used to be like this a lot until I went to therapy, where if I had a love, it was very hard for me to let go. Even if the person had done me wrong. I said this before. I said that people have had to coach him, like, stay away from her. You know, no, you know, like, it's hard to explain, but a lot of it stems from childhood trauma and wanting to see the person in the light that they don't deserve to be seen in. If that makes any sense. I know that makes sense, guys. But yeah, so that's what I see. I don't know if anybody has anything I want to add to it. I might go live again tomorrow. I want to do what's her name again? Taylor Swift and all her rivalries. I'm sure you'd love that, Brianne. We'll see if I get cut because I'm supposed to work tomorrow, but I might get cut. I most likely will. But I have to also, I gotta need bed and I have to. Off topic, do you watch Bridgerton? No, I don't. And everybody asks me that because of my accent. They're always like, do you watch Bridgerton? Apparently it's like a British show. Same thing with the Royals. They're like, do you watch the Royals? And I'm like, everybody's asking me that question. Because Liz Hurley is in it. But no, I don't. What's the premise of it? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brianne. I don't really like a lot of fiction shows. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like a lot of reality TV. Yes, it comes out tomorrow, season 3. Oh, okay. Season 3 already? Wow. But a lot of people ask me, I get asked a lot if I watch Bridgerton. Let me see what it's about, really quickly. Because I get asked a lot. And it's English, right? What's yeah, Jonathan Bailey. Yeah, they're all English. Okay. So what's it about? Let me see. I didn't know Jonathan Bailey was in it. What time does Bridgerton season 4 part 1 come out on Netflix? Okay. See, I don't know if this is for me. It reminds me of the books I was forced to read in high school. Oh, it's Shonda Rhimes. Interesting. And like Pride and Prejudice, I had to read Pride and Prejudice. I can't that kind of stuff. Jane Eyre. So I think that's why. Every time I see, I'm like, this reminds me of. I can't get into it. Okay. Why? Why? I just see. It just reminds me of Jane Eyre. I used to have to watch read Jane Eyre, Pride and Prejudice. There was, I love Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. But a lot of the English reminds me of that. It's hard to find an instrument. I just don't know if I can get the English accent. I really don't. I'm sorry, guys. I have a, you know how I feel about how I was raised. Um, yeah, of course I would. I mean, I read the book, Anne Frank, 100%. I didn't watch it, but I read it. I didn't know that they made a movie of Anne Frank. I don't want to look at politics. Sorry, I'm switching that off. Yeah, I mean, I read the book, and frankly, loved that book. Is that you talking about the same thing? Talking about the same thing, right? Is that what you're talking about, TV? I'm waiting for you to respond. I'm like, I don't. That's the book. I mean, I love Anne Frank. I read Anne Frank like 3 times. It was such a good book. But I. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. So they made a movie. I've never seen. See, I don't really like. I'm very particular with my movies. I don't know if you can tell. Different shows. Okay. It's different shows. Okay. Interesting. Um, I usually, because I code a lot. When I'm at home, I'm usually coding. So I need to watch things that are kind of like dumb TV, except for Traitors. Traitors, I'm all in. I'm like invested. I love that show so much. It's crazy. But everything else, like Housewives, is like background wise. I can keep up with it without it being that serious. That's why I like these shows. Same thing in Southern Charm. I Southern Charm. I watch lots of reality TV because it's like light-hearted. I don't like too many like tough. I don't like to watch politics. I like the political discussions. Like I watch versus people because I like debate. Excuse me, but I don't like to get too much into like heavy stuff when I'm at home. Yeah, Diary of Anne Frank. Yes, very good book. Excellent book. Really phenomenal book. Um, but yeah, I'm really sad. Very sad. But yeah, so I don't know. And Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter. I can have Harry Potter on in the background, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've watched this 3 times, but I've seen this for the first time. It was good. Yeah, it was. It was good. And yeah, so that's what I usually watch. And sad. Yeah, very sad, man. So yeah, I love. Yeah, me too. I think Harry Potter is like the millennial. My ringtone is Harry Potter. I need to show you guys my keys. I went to go see Harry Potter last year at Orlando Universal, and I got like a little Quidditch keychain. It reminded me, my school that I went to was a lot like Harry Potter school, a lot like that school. So it brought back memories for me. I got so emotional, I started crying. I got emotional listening to Spice Girls the other day. I got so emotional. Like when you hear things about your childhood, and my sisters and I used to sing to Spice Girls. I got so emotional, just like remembering that we had those times. And if I were younger, I would tell myself, remember that your sisters aren't sometimes will not be with you forever. Because I lost one of my sisters, so that made me really sad. But anyways, memories are. Yeah, I miss aspects of my childhood. I miss hanging out with my sisters a lot. We used to hang out the 3 of us. Um, that's what I miss. And some of my cousins. But my hanging out with my sisters was the best part of my childhood. The best. We used to, for the most part, we got along so well. We loved each other so much. And real sisterhood. Real sisterhood. Like having stupid stories. Like how I talk about my sister was obsessed with Johnny Depp, and I was like, oh, I don't know what she sees. Stuff like that. And how we used to I used to be posh spies, and my sister was sporty spies. I was a huge Spice Girls fan. I'm still a Spice Girls fan. Are you kidding me? That's the only thing. I tell people this all the time. The two things, and Michael Jackson too, but the two life-changing, and I mean life-changing, um, groups or pop stars for me were Spice Girls and Britney Spears. Destiny's Child too, yes, but not as much. I feel like with Spice Girls, I was obsessed. I got everything I got that they had. Everything. I had a huge poster in my room that was Spice Girls. It had like an orange background, and it was one of the first. My mother found it at like this garage sale, I think, and she brought it home because I was obsessed with Spice Girls. And it was when they first started, because they started in like the early 90s. So this was taken from the early 90s. So I can't believe, I don't know what I did with it, man. You know, you get older and you lose things. I also didn't want to seem uncool, you know, when you grow out of that Spice Girls era. But I still listen to Spice Girls. I don't miss school. Yeah, me too. I hated school. Like, hated school. I love Johnny Depp and Cry Baby. What's Cry Baby? And 21 Jump Street. Yeah, my sister was obsessed. The only time I watched 21 Jump Street was my sister was like, let's watch 21 Jump Street. Let's watch 21 Jump Street. And I remember we used to go to my aunt's house in the summertime. I think I already told the story. So, summertime in South Africa is December. So, we used to hang out with my aunt. For 2 weeks, we'd go hang out with my aunt. And she would always, 21 Jump Street used to come on at 9 p.m. And it was on SABC 1. I cannot believe I remember this. So we used to always hang out with our friends. And then she was like, I have to go make 21 Jumps. She was obsessed with it. And I remember one time I came in after her because I was on a date with this guy. And I was like 11 going on dates. And I came back home from the date and she was like staring at the screen. And I remember seeing, no offense to any Johnny Depp fans, but I remember seeing him on the screen. And I was like, that's what she's going crazy for? The movie. Oh, okay, which movie? Cry Baby? What's that? Let me see. I was like, what on earth? Like, he's okay. No offense. Oh, I've never seen that movie in my life. Cry Baby. Let's see. Oh, it's a musical? I've never ever seen. Well, it was made the year after I was born. But you were probably born on the same. You're around the same age as me, Dee Dee. So you know this. I've never ever heard of this movie in my life. Cry Baby. Okay, let's see. It's a 1990 American teen musical romantic comedy film. My sister might have watched it, honestly. She used to love. I'm telling you, she had a huge crush on Johnny Depp. She had everything to do with him. She had a huge poster. She had a T-shirt. In Baltimore, 1954, Wade Crybaby Walker, known for his ability to shed a single tear. He's a group of drapes. No, I don't know this. I'm sure my sister loved it, but I have no idea what that is. But I'll watch it. Oh, you're born 19, so you know these things? I'm impressed. You're born the same. No. You're the same age as Brooklyn Beckham. I was going to say the same age as my sister. I was like, no, she's 95. I'm 89, so I'm 10 years older than you. Crybaby's. Oh, okay. What other Johnny Depp movies can you guys recommend to me? Because I've seen the one with, oh god, I can't even remember the names. Chocolat. I really liked that movie. I really, really liked it. That one I chose to watch on my own accord because I love romance movies, and it was so sweet. And it was when I was learning French, so I could remember, you know. And I love Amélie. It was around the same time as Amélie. If you don't know Amélie, it's like this French romantic movie. So Chocolat, I always remembered. But there were other. I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean. I've seen it. I'm not into what everybody else wants to see. But what else? And I love Harry Potter, but that's different. What other movies? Because I actually wanted to watch one the other night. I was like, let me support him. Sweetie Todd. So what's that? Is it scary? Because I don't like to watch scary stuff. Yeah, this looks scary. Oh, I really like Helena Bonham Carter. So I should watch this. No, Sweeney Todd. Okay, Sweeney Todd. Ah, the Demon Barber. Okay, that looks kind of scary. Demon. See, I don't like demons. Is it scary? I'll watch as long as it's not scary. And Alan Rickman. Okay, I like Alan Rickman a lot. Sleepy Hollow. See, he has a lot of scary movies, and I don't watch scary movies. I really don't. I don't like them at all. Sleepy Hollow. Oh, is that Christina Ricci? Oh. Casper. Pandian. See, I never watched, you see. That's why. I watched that other one with my friend because my friend really liked it. Alice in Wonderland. I saw Alice in Wonderland. My little sister really liked Alice in Wonderland. What was that? Corpse Bride? Was he in Corpse Bride? No, right? Confusing him. I really like Corpse Bride. Yeah. He was in Corpse Bride. I like Corpse Bride a lot. A lot. Like a lot. I didn't realize that was his voice. I don't like Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't like them. Sorry, guys. I really don't like Pirates of the Caribbean. I watched two of them and I really cannot. I get so bored. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. And I feel bad because, like, I don't know. My ex used to love Pirates of the Caribbean and I just used to watch it with him. And, like, I'd go to his house because I was in high school. I'd go to his house and he would always have it on. I was like, please, can we watch something else? Finding Neverland. Never heard of this. And it has Kate Winslet. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dweeb. So I do know a lot of these movies. I know Charlie and Chocolate Cat Factory. I know that movie. Yeah, I liked that movie with Penelope Cruz, the one with the Diugs. That's my kind of movie. What was it? Blow. That one I really liked. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like, sorry, I watched it a lot. And Ray Liotta. I really like Ray Liotta as an actor. Yeah, my sister liked What's Eating. I'm surprised you guys. Well, you're the same age as me, Brian. But I'm surprised, Dee Dee, you know all these movies. I'm so impressed. So I'm gonna watch one of them. Probably this weekend, actually. I'm gonna watch. I was like, let me play some camaraderie. Because if I support an actor or actress, or I like to support their works. Oh, you love all movies and shows. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Um, yeah, and who else? I can't bring myself to watch Aaron Taylor Johnson's things. I don't know why. I think it's the English thing, the British thing. I really, I don't know why. I just feel like, but I'm gonna do it. One day I'm gonna do it. Just like how I'm going through. I was like, you know what? I should ask everybody, what's a very good Johnny Depp movie? So I'm gonna watch. Which movie should I watch? Another Great Life Today. Oh, thank you so much. So you guys gave me a whole bunch of lists. I just don't like sleepy. I mean, I don't like sleepy. I'm really sleepy. I don't like scary stuff, and he's been a lot of scary. That's why I probably haven't watched a lot of his movies. Um, Maybe I'll try to watch Crybaby. I'll say maybe, just to support. But anyways, guys, it's been so fun. I'm gonna take a bath and sleep because I've been going out till late and not sleeping properly, and it's not really good for me. So I need to get better. Everything that I have later, I'm gonna move it because I work at night. So when I'm off, I either go out at night or I stay up till late at night. So I need to get used to like sleeping earlier. I want to be in bed by 2, at least. Because the times I go to bed 3 or 4, and it's not good for me. So then I wake up tired or sleep till late, and I don't want to do that on my days off. I want to get things done. So I have to love and leave you guys, but I'll probably be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift if I get cut from work, which I probably will. Taylor Swift and all her rivalries. So I hope you guys are around. We're going to talk about Kim K. We're going to talk about Kanye West. We're going to talk about or do tarot readings about Olivia Rodrigo, because a lot of people are asking what happened with that. So now that all of this has come to light, I think it's the perfect opportunity to look back on with Charlie XCX. We're going to do that too. So it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think it will be a blast. You should watch. I should watch it. Yeah, I'm going to watch. I've been meaning to. Ever since I watched Edward Scissorhands, I was like, I need to watch. I just can't watch Pirates of the Caribbean and anything scary. And Aaron Taylor Johnson too. If you guys have an Aaron Taylor Johnson movie, I want to throw some women in there too, because I don't want to just only support men. I'm very much a girl's girl. So if you have any favorite actresses you want me to see, by the way, I cannot wait for The Devil Wears Prada. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait. I really like, I don't know her personally, but I think Anne Hathaway represents womanhood very well. And I would love to support her. She is a Sun in Scorpio, and I really love my Sun in Scorpios. I have a deep love for Sun in Scorpios. And Meryl Streep, I spoke to her on the phone once. She was so sweet to me. So I made a promise that I was going to support her ventures. So I promised to support this movie. I love Devil Wears Prada 1, and I can't wait for the second one. I just really, really cannot wait. I think it's going to be so good. So I will be back soon, and we'll talk about all of that great stuff. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and thank you for joining this live. I appreciate all of you. I hope you got what you came for. Sometimes I get sidetracked. I know I talk a lot sometimes. If I'm passionate about something, I talk hours and hours about it. But I do have to go because I have to, like I said, get to bed earlier. I've been sleeping way too late and hang out. And I think that's why I've been getting sick too. I've been hanging out in the streets. Not in the streets, but I've been going out way too late. So I have to get back on a regular schedule so I stop getting sick and all that kind of stuff. So thank you everybody for joining. I love you all, and I hope to see you soon. Probably tomorrow. I just recorded 3 videos too, so those will be out very soon. I love you all, everybody. Take care. Thank you, Brianne. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, everybody else, for joining. Take care.